Family friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss why April and I have decided to leave the United States and retire overseas. It's a complicated question. It's not just one easy, simple answer or one reason to be. It's multiple reasons. I'm going to discuss some things that I've discussed before, but in very early videos of how we got here, things that took place in our life, and the reason for making the choices to retire overseas. Am I telling you to do so? No. The reason I make these videos is to try to tell you you have options. A lot of people feel trapped where you're locked into something and you're looking around, there's no exit. They're just in it. It's just a struggle right now, and I get it. I've been there. Okay, so we're going to just be through these videos that I'm doing just to show you you got your options, and they're good options too. Okay, so first, before I continue, let me say I love being an American. Don't misunderstand me. I'm very proud to say I'm an Air Force veteran. My wife also is very proud of the fact that she worked in law enforcement. She was a detention officer. Very proud of it. So don't misunderstand me. I'm not putting down America. To talk about something like in my second video that I ever started, what happened was I was a Teamster, and I worked for a company for 32 years. Okay, trying to do the right things, raised a family. I wanted good benefits. I wanted a retirement system. And after 32 years, and I was getting close to 60 years of age, and all of a sudden they tell us, we're in trouble. And within a couple weeks, they go out of business. And at that time, I was approaching 60, I became institutionalized because I was born in 63. So I'm the last of the baby boomers. I think the baby boomers ended in 1964. And you were taught, you put it into a company for 20 years, 30 years, hit your pension, retire, and you're done. Happy-go-lucky. But more and more companies have gotten rid of their pensions. Then they started going to just 401ks, and they were going to match it. Then, okay, we're going to match up to 15%. Okay, we're going to match up to 6%. Okay, half of $1, and they kept whittling it down, taking away people's ways to retire. So things got really tough. So my plan was to hit my very small pension. We put money into a 401k system. I'm going to work until 62. Then me and the wife will retire, 2 small pensions, 2 Social Securities, head overseas. That was the plan. And all of a sudden, my place goes out of business at 60. Now, the good news for April 9, we were planning our retirement really for quite a while. Now, 2019, we really started going after it. And what I mean by that, start paying off things. There's no more new cars, no more new motorcycles. No, everything's got to be paid off as much as possible. So everything was paid off except for we had a very small mortgage left on our house because we downsized. We went from a 3,100 square foot house in Fort Worth to a 1,400 square foot house in Saginaw. Cheaper to cool, cheaper to heat, less real estate taxes, but real estate tax in Texas was still very high. But we were doing the prep work to get ready to retire, which I don't give advice, but I will say it was the best thing we did. You can't just say, all right, 62, all right, let me retire. No, there's planning that goes involved. You got to be as debt-free as humanly possible. So as my job closed, like I said, I got institutionalized. It's all I know, okay? And all of a sudden, so I'm 60, I'm going to be a blue-collar guy, and I'm going to compete against 20 and 30-year-olds for a blue-collar job. And that's going to be difficult. So then at the same time, since very few people were joining law enforcement anymore, my wife was forced into 12-hour days. And then they were starting to hint at transfers that she didn't want, as well as possible 16-hour days, a double shift. And I told her no. We were both lucky enough, we were both crossing the age of 60, so we were able to, pull the ripcord on the parachute and get out. Now, there is a penalty for leaving early as far as the money you get, but it was worth it. But I told her, you're not doing 16-hour days, you're already doing 12. With her job, you can't make any mistakes. And when you get tired, you're going to make mistakes. Or you're going to wrap your car around a tree. So I said, let's go now. I wanted to wait till I was 62. Right now I'm 61. So was April. But it worked out. All we had to do, we sold the house and started just jettisoning our stuff. Okay, just getting rid of it. But the reason, that's the lead up. The reasons that we left One is cost of living. And don't get me wrong, money matters isn't the only reason to leave, but it's a big part. If we stayed, I would have had to get another job, even with pensions coming in. We would both have to get another job because the pensions wouldn't be big enough. So cost of living is huge because when you retire, there is a drop in income. And I've seen people that retire and they just can't spend a dime. They just plop in that chair. And I've talked about it with Dan, and they just watch Gilligan's Island one more time, and they're just afraid to spend the time. And I get it, I really do. So that's a huge part of it. Another part is I wanted to travel. So I had to pick a location where it's very cheap from here to fly. Like to Rome was dog cheap. I forget the dollar amount, but it was like an hour and a half flight. So everything, location is another reason I chose here. I'm not telling you that Albania is right for you. I'm just saying you can look at South Pacific, Mexico, Panama, Philippines, all Southeast Asia, parts of the Balkans. Another reason I chose here was a 1-year visa-free for Americans. I thought I was just going to rent the rest of our lives, but we are pursuing property right now in the city of Porkadai. And I couldn't do it in America. I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't working out for us. I love my country. I don't like what I'm seeing. Crime rate is astronomical right now. Yes, there could be changes, but man, I'm looking at the major cities. The other problem is, as we age, and I've discussed this before, being 5'6", 61 years of age, I'm an easy target. If someone was going to rob a person, a carjack, are you going to go try that on a 20-year-old stud, or if you see this old man driving a car, which is the easier target to pick? And unfortunately, it's things you have to think about. And I'm responsible for my wife. Near the end, she was working 12-hour days at a prison because I couldn't make enough on my own where she could be a stay-at-home wife. That's the reality of it. I felt really bad about that. But that is so common now in all American families. It takes 2 incomes. A lot of times now, 2 incomes aren't enough. So cost of living, safety is another reason I left, and wanting to travel. So the remaining years of our lives, I want to relax. You get that financial monkey off your back, And I'm in a beautiful country, and we're able to explore it. I can pop to different countries. As I said in a couple of early videos, latest videos, well, we're thinking about seeing Corfu, Greece. And before that, we're just traveling, seeing different cities here in Albania is fantastic. Each city seems like a different country, a different vibe, a different setup. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. But do I have regrets? No, not one. Not one. Am I saying that you won't? No. Am I telling you to retire overseas? No. What I'm trying to tell you, you've got options. Okay? You have options. There are places you can go just on Social Security. And before you say, Social Security's going broke, it has been going broke for 40 years. I don't see it going broke. They could change some rules. They could make you stay longer. Like I'm at the end of the baby boomers, and then it's, the withdrawals start to change. Okay. The other thing I'm noticing in younger generations than us, a lot of them aren't even trying anymore. You've got to try. Okay, I get it where you got to try for a pension. If not, you got to try for a 401k. No system is perfect, but you got to start putting money away. You got to. Don't wait to the end. I was going to write down the statistics, but it's sad of how many people my age don't have a dime towards retirement. That is frightening. Some of the earlier generation I heard say, I'm not going to say names, but you're baby boomers, you put money away for the last 10, 20 years of your life. Well, nothing could be more frightening than be my age and you got nothing. I got guaranteed income for the rest of my life. My 2 pensions, 2 Social Securities, we got a 401k, which I'm not going to touch. That money is for April if I pass away before her. I've discussed that before. But I just couldn't do it staying in America. Okay? We'd both be back to work. We're both the nose to the grindstone. No vacations, no nothing. Now for the rest of my life, I'm on vacation. Do we watch every night? I don't have to here. We're not stupid with it. I've discussed that we rent a very small old place for 390 euros a month, roughly $420 USD per month, roughly. I got no regrets, guys. Guys and girls, I got no regrets. If you decide to stay in America, I wish you the best. I really do. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to have served my country. My wife is very proud of being a detention officer. But you've got options. In a nutshell, that's why we left America to retire. You can still travel. It is out there, okay? The greatest thing for where I'm living, I can't really speak for the other countries. I keep saying this over and over again in my videos. My little place that I rent is in a safe neighborhood, okay? Just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's less safe. Not here. Not here, okay? But I understand the draw of safety and so forth. Language barrier, yeah, it's a little bit out there. It's not my country. I'm not going to try to make it my country. I'm not going to insult these people and try to say, oh, you got to do it this way. No, they don't. Okay, that'd probably be the worst thing I could do. The best thing for April and I guess we're easy to please. We realize that we're the foreigners here. But neither one of us have any regrets. But if you decide to stay. Like I said, I'm not telling you what to do. But look into your options. These things could change out of your control. Example, my job, the company I was with, was been in business for 99 years. You would think it's safe. All of a sudden it goes out of business. And I'm 60 years old. What do you do? I have a friend, I'm not going to say his name. He was 53 when the place went out of business, so he couldn't retire early. He wasn't old enough. And he was frightened. I could see it in his face because he told me, he goes, Pat, I've been with this company for 25 years. I haven't filled out a job application in 25 years. That's very daunting. So I get it. But April and I were lucky enough to be 60, so we were able to pull the ripcord. But I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope I explained this well. The reason that we left the United States of America, my final years of my life, yeah, I think I deserve a little travel, a little bit of relaxation. Realistically, would you live to 80? Yes, people live later, but so what, I got 19 years? I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to stress. I don't want to be a victim of crime. I love you, America. I'll be back to visit at times, but I have no regrets. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you guys are doing well, okay? Whether you're in retirement, you're planning it, check things out. It's a big world out there, and it's not just Albania. It's other Balkan states, Mexico, South America, Central America, Eastern Pacific. You can find good deals. But I hope this made sense to you. I hope I wasn't just rambling. But it's raining out right now, so it's a stay-at-home day, so we're just going to chill. Figure I'll make a video, okay? Love you guys. Be careful out there and take care of each other. Okay, bye-bye.